Hello, and once again, we are doing a weather video. So this is uncanny in a way. So not terribly long ago, I was sitting here and we were doing a video about what was it? Cristobal and Marco? Was no, it was Marco and Marco and Laura. It was like Bonnie and Clyde, but Marco and Laura. We had two storms, and here we are. We just went through Hurricane Sally, and now we are looking at two storms. Tropical Depression, was it 26, soon to be Tropical Storm Delta. And we have Gamma in the southern Gulf of Mexico off the Yucatan, which is it's unbelievable. I think the record was set sometime in 2005. I think the year Katrina hit, or just the year prior to that, where there was tropical storm up until Gamma. I think, and I think in the Greek alphabet is what's Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon, Rose, and I forget what comes after that. But nonetheless, let's take a look at this. So we have two storms, and we are again right here in Dauphin Island, Alabama, where the green dot is. And we just had Hurricane Sally come through here, and we're still recovering from that. We had the combo between Marco and again, it's been a hectic year with these storms. And I forget the other one, but these have all been coming right into our neck of the woods. And here we are, we have one and maybe two more that may kind of coexist together. So let's see what the latest models are bringing. So again, I didn't expect for this video to happen so quickly after Hurricane Sally. We're still displaced from that one, but let's look at the latest coordinates for Tropical Depression 26. So moving, not super fast, but not super slow. West-northwest at 9 miles per hour. It looks like this one's going to be unobstructed by land. It's going to be over water. The Gulf is still warm. It's been a little cooler here in the northern Gulf of Mexico here in the past couple of days, but the water temperature remains rather high. Again, we have been recently displaced by Hurricane Sally, and this is another one of those storms that can just begin to heat up real quickly in the Gulf of Mexico, unobstructed. It does have a long run up, though. A lot of these Katrina-like storms will start close and heat up and just roll right into shore. I think it was this last one, Sally, that kind of meandered off the tip of Florida and then just rammed up where we are, kind of right up this chute in the northern Gulf of Mexico. But this is one of those things that, it's going to, clip Cuba here. And, whether it stays open. I mean, this could be a major storm, honestly. I just kind of saw this. So, if it takes the more northeasterly jog here, you're going to have a little bit of land there over Cuba that can, hinder development. But then again, as soon as it pops back out of there, where it does or it doesn't, it's in this really hot spot in the Gulf of Mexico. So this is one to look out for no matter where you are. Right now, again, these projected paths change. Houston, all the way to Corpus Christi. Galveston isn't out of the question. Northern Gulf Coast, Mississippi, Florida Panhandle. These things are coming, and this has been a heck of a year. Anyway, let's look at some of these kind of forecast tracks, some of these models out here, and see what this is looking like. So, a lot of these forecast tracks change really quickly. So, again, I always say if you're in the projected path 7 days out of potential landfall, the likelihood of you getting direct impact is relatively slim. I mean, by the Vegas odds, in an odd way. But again, we just dealt with Sally, 100-mile-an-hour winds here on Dauphin Island. House is still, trying to find a way out of the mess. And this 7-day out model shows that Dauphin Island, where we just, had some impacts, some significant ones, is right in the same kind of cone. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Usually I'm all about it. I'll film it no matter what. But, look at some of these spaghetti models. These are the biggest ones, the GFS, the Euro models, one out of Colorado Springs. Here we are, right in the line of fire once again. And this one is forecasted out as a Category 2 already. And it was Sally that wasn't forecasted to get much past a solid category 1 and just set off the coast and just begin to wreak havoc. So this is an interesting setup here because it's moving a little quicker. There's not a lot of stuff steering this one, and then there's one right behind it. How they coexist, how they offset tracks, I don't know, and I'll study it a lot more tomorrow. But watch out for this one. Here's some of the more concise tracks, the top tracks that people follow, no matter who you are or where you are. And look at these tracks. Again, we're right here, and all of us just had a whole lot of northeasterly winds here, and it wreaked havoc. Where we live is not the same as it was a couple of weeks ago, and here we go. We got two, but mainly this one, which could be Delta. So let's look at some of the intensity models real quick. I mean, this is some off the chart stuff. So right now how this works is you have wind speed on the left, or your y-axis, and your x-axis on the bottom is how many hours out. So this just kind of shows this thing kind of develop in time. And as you look to the top of the charts, there's a couple of models that have this thing becoming a category 4. There's multiple that have it as a category 3, and all of them, with the exception of a few, have it category 2, category 1 status. Hopefully it moves faster than Sally, because if it doesn't, or if it begins to slow down, this entire area of the Gulf Coast will be changed. Anyway, I'm going to study more about this tomorrow. I'm out. Been a long week. Weather has been intense here this year, so I'm gonna get rest, and we're gonna start tracking this thing as early as tomorrow. All right, see ya.